YouTube, come on, man. We're back. NBA 2K26 is within a month away for the early access people. And we got a brand new courtside report. We got all new info, new gameplay, new good stuff going on. This video here will just be tapping into all the new things and details they let us in on. So I'm going to go over it, give my opinions. Be sure to go check out the courtside report just in case I didn't touch on everything, but I got a lot of good stuff here to talk about, so let's get into the video. All right, so one of the things that 2K talked about on their live stream yesterday was the new Pro Play motion engine. They said it's the biggest improvement they've had with it, with their motion stuff since 2K21, which, I mean, it's a good sign. We do like a change of kind of feel with the games from year to year. But the most important thing with this that they mentioned was that they improved the game speed. They buffed the game speed. They made the game faster, which is honestly the most important thing. Put all the mechanical things in the background, all that thing. I want a faster 2K, and that's what they said they brought with 2K26 is a big time speed improvement with the game. Game speed is buffed, people. All right, but this right here is something I'm really, really excited about. One of my favorite things they talked about in the courtside report is custom layup packages. So, when you pick the layup package, there's always a handful of layups you do not like in the layup package. But here you can separate them. It's creating your own layup style, basically. You can separate by floaters, quick scoops, Euro steps, hop steps, and spins. This is huge. It's going to be great for guards, of the Steve Nash archetype, the Chris Pauls, the guards that are crafty can shoot it. But when we get to the paint, we don't want to get blocked every single time by a big man. So when you separate your layup packages like this, have the right scoopers, the right floaters, you're going to be able to still be effective in the paint as a player that cannot dunk. So I believe this is going to be great for balancing guard builds that prioritize shooting and not so much finishing. So that should be a great addition to 2K26. A little something new here for big men, those center players, power forward people, go-to post shots. Same thing as the go-to shots of previous, except now this is go-to post shots. So I'm interested to see, go-to shots aren't the most effective method of scoring. There are some neat things you can do with go-to shots with some of the effective ones. So I'm interested to see in lab the go-to big men post-up shots. I want to try those out and see how effective they can be. It's a neat little nuance they're putting in the game, and it could be really fun to use and should be fun to lab with to start the year. Now we also have an enhancement to rhythm shooting. Rhythm shooting is back in the new 2K, but there's kind of some nuances to the rhythm shooting, just slight improvements. But they also went deep into the stream talking about with the tempo you flick your jumper, you can kind of control the speed of how fast or slow you shoot it with the rhythm shooting. It's kind of a complicated thing, which I think may be a cool thing if, it's not easy to explain. So maybe when we get in there and get our hands on the game, we'll be able to figure that out more. But just, I guess they said slight improvements, speed changes, stuff like that. So nothing much there. Here we have defensive improvements, which is something, the body ups, the bumping, the paint play when somebody's driving into you. Those things, those small things are going to be improved. Another thing they talked about was a lot of these things aren't going to be predetermined animations anymore. It's going to be more free-flowing. They kind of harped on that a little bit. It's not like pre-made, selected animations that were just thrown into the game. These are going to be free-flowing animations, free things that aren't just basically dang near cutscenes that we've seen the same animation hundreds of times when we get bumped, when we go and try layups. It's going to be a lot more free-flowing, a lot smoother as an entire whole. Now, right here is something you may have heard about already from yesterday's stream. This is a polarizing topic. It's, I think, for no reason, honestly. It's to rebound timing feedback. Understand the wording there. Timing feedback. Rebound timing has always been important. You trigger certain animations, you get them explosive rebounds when you time your jumps. That's always been a thing. This is just feedback. This is just something that's going to let you know. It's kind of training wheels. So, it's just a feedback. It's something that's going to let you know if you are timing it correctly. It's always been there. We just haven't had that feedback. You're going to get the same animations,
same explosive jumps, same horse animations when you time it properly. Now they're just giving you a feedback that tells you when you're timing it properly. So nothing new here, just a new feedback that's there showing you whether or not you're timing your jumps properly. Like I said, always been a thing, timing your jumps and all that. This is not a gameplay change. This is just a visual effect thing, honestly. This is where we get into some of the advanced controls with some of the new things. I got this thing called Quick Protect. It's basically protecting the ball, but it's supposed to be more effective, more dynamic. In past games when you hold L2 to protect the ball, it doesn't work as well. This is just a new name, Quick Protect. It's supposed to be more effective, more dynamic, more skill-based, and more rewarding. Here's another topic that's been getting talked about is the no-dip shooting, which people have been saying, oh, we've been doing this. This isn't a thing with 2K. So no-dip shooting, they showed in the video, is you hold L2 and you get the ball and shoot it faster without a dip in your shot, without a hitch. In the video, it did look like you shot way faster than in the past. I mean, that's just what I was seeing. It looked way faster. But, it's a thing people have been saying. We've been holding L2 to get better catches. We've been doing that. We've been doing that. I think this could be a further improvement. This could be very glitchy. Or it could just be what people are saying. We've been doing it. This isn't new. But this is something we got to get our hands on first to really understand and really see if it is something new. Because I really have a feeling this could be glitchy. This could be something for great shooters, corner shooters, to, get a no-dip shot off. Just the title of that. We know, we've seen guys like Nicholas Batum, Klay Thompson. We've seen guys that effectively do this. So I'm very, very interested to see this. So they didn't talk about dribbling too much. The only thing they really talked about was the revamped signature size-ups, which they're saying, basically all they said was you can trigger size-ups going left and right on the right stick, and now you can also do it by slapping up on the right stick multiple times, and you'll get new animations that aren't the same as the left or right one. So just a couple new ways to trigger new animations, I guess, but not much they talked about there. So this is a new thing that seems kind of neat. Not sure how effective it will be. I guess it could be, but slow motion Euro steps kind of thing. So, you've seen people in real life do the Pinoy steps, them little slow Euros, D-cell steps and stuff like that. So I guess this is something they added that's supposed to be, they're hoping is going to be effective. It could be real nice. It could be real neat. I also seen in the videos of the trailer they showed yesterday of, Anthony Edwards doing his step through, Jalen Brunson doing step throughs. So not only just with the Euro steps, but possibility of effective step throughs being in the new 2K. So this could be cool. This could be neat. It'll be fun to use versus computers in my career and in my GM, my NBA, all that stuff. Not sure how effective it will be with playing against other users online. Thinking about fluky blocks when they jump early, jump late, and it's just going to be something we also got to get our hands on to have a good opinion on it. Okay, so wrap passing is in the game now. It's just not a guess lucky animation. Now they have a way to throw wrap passes for slips, throwing the ball to the corner. That is going to be your old flashy pass maneuver. Double tap circle or B on the Xbox, and you'll get wrap passes, which, any way they can improve passing and trigger specific passes like this, it's a W. Wrap passing, I think it's going to be really good on the slip. It's going to take some time to execute and know when to throw these passes. But like I said, any way they can improve the passing and help us create a specific pass animation is a W. So just a really cool thing they added here. And then we find ourselves with the new alley-oop talk. Might have also heard about this yesterday. Alley-oops are slightly changing here. As you remember, when you throw the lob, it was simple as clicking square to finish those dunks as the person catching the lob and throwing it down. Now they're changing it to, it could be, for PlayStation people, it'd be X, square, triangle, or circle. It'd be any one of the four buttons on your right side of your controller. When you go up to catch a lob, it will be a new random icon every time. So it's one of those things. It's kind of just changing things to change things. I don't think it's as important for people to be losing their mind over. It's something that will become very simple for us over time. It'll just become something easy. But yeah, it is changing something just to change something. It feels like some people you play with in the rec already don't click square when you throw lobs and aren't ready. Like them just being ready to click square is already a difficulty enough for some people. Now you have to identify the icon. So I guess it could be kind of tough, but I mean, lobs ain't easy to do in real life, I guess. So this is making it kind of interesting. So if you already struggled to press square when random lobs are coming to you, this is not a good sign for you. Here's a neat little thing for the centers, the screen setters, for the high pick and roll. You're going to be able to rotate your body with quick movements. You're going to be able to flip. You know, sometimes when you go to set screens, your player's facing the wrong direction. Sometimes you're going to be able to flip them around quickly. You're going to be able to flip them in 180-degree flips quickly. You're going to be able to turn them 90 degrees real fast. I guess this is really going to help with the accuracy and the effectiveness of setting screens. And this does create a little bit of a gap to setting screens, a skill gap, say. I also imagined in my head what kind of front run this would be for teams that are up 30 points and you just see 5 people on the court setting the screen and just flipping themselves 180 over and over again. You're going to see teams spinning in circles looking like they're losing their minds. Like, it's going to be crazy front run stuff. And then the last thing basically is the My Player freelance engine. Quick little accessible plays, quick little things to do in your My Career or on the rec court. AIs are going to be smarter. They're going to space out. They're going to notice how you're spaced and where you are on the floor, and they're going to give you that proper space you need. So basically the new freelance, just AI improvements. Computers are helping you out more. Driving kick intelligence with those computers. When they're driving up, computers are helping. They're going to dot those computers. So it's going to be interesting. And then just like I said, AI improvements, coaching improvements. So coaching improvements for my team and quick game, you know, there's going to be way more plays accessible to you. You're going to be able to log up to like 80 plays on your team now. Ridiculous. So, you know, any of these things of interest you, this is the end of the video. This is everything I've gone through. You can go back and watch their stream, NBA 2K on Twitch from yesterday. You can also, you know, go read the reports yourself. And, you know, just, I'm hyped for the new 2K, man. Don't make your assumptions about the game. Don't be negative about anything ahead of time. Wait until you play the game. Be open-minded. I've seen from 2K players over time, we just kind of have our opinions based beforehand, or we backpack on other people's opinions, you know. Form your own opinions, form your own, you know, play the game and just kind of have your own opinions and stuff and really get to see what you want to do, what you like. It's just play the game, man. Play with your boys, play with your friends, have a good time, and that's all it's about. So we'll see y'all on 2K26, man. Y'all take it easy.